Happy New Year, my lovely viewers. I hope you had a lovely Christmas and enjoyed yourself and are now looking forward to 2025. I absolutely adore Christmas, but equally, if not more so, I do enjoy New Year. I like the possibilities, the newness, the freshness, and an opportunity for us to sartorially take a look at what's coming up for 2025 and the year ahead. So I've done that. So twice a year, what I do is I share with you trends. So I do spring, summer, and then autumn, winter. And so what I have been doing over the last week is looking at spring, summer trends for 2025. And I've got 12 to share with you. And I've picked up some pieces from Marks and Spencer that emulate the things I'm going to talk about. So let's get started, first of all, with the 12 key trends. Okay, the first key trend that I see emerging is powder pink. So not a vibrant pink, but a really soft pastel shade that brings in that spring summer freshness. And the piece I'm going to share with you here shows a pair of barrel jeans. And yes, barrel leg is still around, different from a horseshoe. I really adore the barrel. I'm not so much a fan of the horseshoe shape, but the barrel is very much still in vogue for 2025. And what I love here is this denim paired with the barrel shape and that pale pink hue. Okay, the second trend I see emerging is plaid or check. The piece I'm going to share with you here shows a pair of check trousers, but they're in a lighter hue. So most notably, I think we think of plaid or check with that kind of autumnal hue to it. But these bring something different while still sharp and stylish, but you can wear anywhere. So second one, plaid. Okay, the third one is a white vest or tank. Now, if you've watched any of my videos over the last few years, you'll know I absolutely adore a white tank. I think they go with many things. They can style things most casually, or they can zhuzh things up as well. The one I'm going to share with you here shows a bit of an embellished hue, so it just shows you the difference. It doesn't have to be a dress down. It's very much a dressed up. It's sharp, it's fitted, and it's sculptural and very form framing. Okay, the next trend is workwear still. Now, I think it's workwear or anywhere. I don't think you need to go into an office. I don't go into an office, but I really like a suit. And you can deconstruct a suit. I'm wearing what I think is quite a deconstructed suit today. And it's very, very much still in vogue. Don't think that it's office wear. Workwear is a style that can elevate a number of pieces in your wardrobe. So workwear is very much still around for 2025. The next trend I see emerging is around statement handbags. So the handbag does the talking. So you can be dressed down casually, but you can have a statement bag that will automatically elevate what you're wearing. The one I'm showing you here shows you a burgundy, but look at the clasp and gold detailing on it. So it's not over the top, it's simple. However, it just adds that element of elevation to whatever you're wearing. Volume emerged last year, and it's still, I see, as a trend going forward for 2025. We saw that bubble-shaped type of skirt finishing that gave a bit of volume to something that could have been quite ordinary and taken it quite extraordinary. And you see that not just in dresses, but also in skirts, which is what I want to show you here. The one I've picked out picks on that powder pink hue as well. So a couple of trends in one area here. But you can see how the skirt is subtly volumed, this one. So not over the top, but something that just gives that little bit of difference. Okay, it wouldn't be spring, summer without florals, and florals are still very much there. Last year they were more deconstructed, and I think they are again here. Yes, there are obvious floral details, but the designers as well are giving a more subtle hue to that as well. And you can see that from the piece I'm sharing with you here. There is a subtle chintz floral to it, but not something that if you don't like a floral full on, it just gives that nod to that floral chintz. Okay, the next trend is navy. Yours truly is wearing navy today, and very much that maritime theme is carrying on for 2025. So navy and white, something like I'm wearing today. But also as well, that striped t-shirt, that Breton look that looks just effortlessly luxe. And the piece I'm showing you here is a pair of navy trousers paired with a simple white top, but it just looks crisp and fresh. And for me, emerging from winter just gives that freshness sartorially to our wardrobe. The next trend is not so much a style theme in itself in terms of clothing, it's more around how we wear something, and an unbuttoned look is very much to the fore. Now yours truly does like things unbuttoned. Shirts can add a jacket flavour, and casually buttoned just gives something a different hue. Piece I'm sharing with you here, you can see how subtly there are buttons left undone, but that doesn't mean the piece doesn't look overall sharp. It just gives that element of difference to the overall look. Okay, number 10, sportswear. It's still around, but smart sportswear, I think that's the point. Bomber jackets, things that look very luxe. And the piece I'm going to share with you here, you can see how that layered look just makes the overall look luxe. So, bomber jackets, rugby shirts, polo shirts, I think that looks really lovely. They emerged last year and they're still carrying on for 2025. Okay, number 11 is layering. And if you've watched any of my videos, you'll know I like to layer things. And most notably, I like to layer dresses over trousers. And yes, that is a trend for 2025. So you can see here something that I'm sharing with you, which is a mini dress over trousers. So there's ways of wearing and getting more use out of the pieces in your wardrobe. But as well, what designers are doing is they are layering skirts over trousers as well. So a multi-layered look. So something to get maximum use out of the pieces in our wardrobe. And the last trend, I think, and these are all wearable, I think is the key to say here. Fringe detail is carrying on. And the piece I'm sharing with you here shows a beautiful skirt. That could be, you could take this on a summer holiday. You'll shimmer under the sun. And so it's just that little bit of difference and structure to something that could be quite an ordinary skirt, for example, and makes it that little bit extraordinary. Okay, this is the first piece, and it picks up on a couple of trends for me. It's this glorious powder pink shade. And this is a shirt from their autograph range. It's a size 6, it's £49.50, and it's made from responsibly sourced cotton. This almost has a silky hue to it. The cotton is such a wonderful quality. There's a lot to love about this. So yes, it picks up that powder pink, but it also picks up that workwear, stroke anywhere kind of hue to it. So it's got that wearability that you can dress something up or it can dress down. So let's have a look. You've got a lovely pointed collar here, concealed buttons in the placket here, so nice, just really lovely and very plain. Drop shoulder, so there's width to this. So you can see here how there's volume in this shirt. You've got a nice almost drop shoulder, but look at the width. So that was the other thing I spoke to you about, the volume. Look at the width of that sleeve and look at that glorious cuff. So it's exaggerated. On the back, you've got a box pleat here, plain. But this shirt does all the talking. It's just absolutely divine. Okay, I spoke about maritime, I spoke about navy, I spoke about white. And this shirt does it all. I spoke about workwear and that kind of, again, that volume look. This is a glorious shade of blue. I've picked this up in a size 6 regular. Again, it's from responsibly sourced cotton. And this is £25. This is a standout shirt in my humble opinion. I love the broad stripe on this. You've got a patch pocket on the front here, buttons down the front. Again, this is a size 6, but can you see the volume in this? So that's something else I spoke about. Again, you've got volume in this sleeve. And again, look at the exaggerated cuff. Round the back, again, you get that box pleat here. You are getting a lot for £25 in this shirt. This would look stunning with many pieces, that you can have in your wardrobe, or if you want to have a refresh. This is just absolutely divine. Okay, it's another shirt, but it's not just another shirt. So this is a white shirt, and so again it picks up on that workwear theme again. And I said to you that, Marks constantly look and refresh their pieces. Now I picked this up in a size 6. Again, it's from responsibly sourced cotton. And again, this is £25. This is absolutely, so they always have great white shirts, and they don't just leave the bit, they constantly look and refresh them. And again, I keep coming back to those trends. You've got beautiful little collar here, button down the front. Again, you've got that nice broad sleeve. But look at the cuff detail on this. This emulates shirts that are much more expensive than £25. Look at that detail. So at the front, you've got the plainness of the broadness of the shirt, but look at that cutaway on that cuff. Around the back, you've got a box pleat here again. So it's not over exaggerated on the body, this shirt. The design is in the simplicity of the collar, but the simplicity and exaggerated cuff detail is just absolutely stunning. Okay, navy was one of the trends I spoke about. And this is a navy v-neck, extra fine merino wool sweater. So I picked this up in an extra small, and this is £35. This is such a good price for extra fine merino. Now, if you've seen my channel before, you'll know I really, really like merino. I think it's very body temperature regulating. It keeps you warm, it can keep you cool. So going forward, it's a great piece that you can have in your wardrobe and wear all year. This is just absolutely divine. You've got the lovely v-neck here, with a bit of a width to it, so you can see here you've got a bit of volume. So this is an extra small, don't forget. But look at the details. It's almost got a bit of a drop shoulder to it, but it comes down and you just have a small knitted cuff detail playing around the back, but it's in that lovely deep navy shade that's absolutely stunning in my view. Okay, again, navy, and I think navy is such a great shade. It goes with many things and can be softer and more flattering than black. Now, these are called a palazzo pant. Now, very different, and don't let that colour what I'm going to show you, because they're very different. So they are literally a wide high rise, but on the site they are described as a palazzo. but there is design details that make these different in my humble opinion. Now I picked these up in a size 6 regular. These are £45 and they're in that lovely midnight navy shade again. So what makes them different? These are fitted around the waist, so you've not got a lot of volume here. The volume comes round in the bottom as the trouser goes through. The width is down in the leg, so they're very flattering. These come in a range of sizes. So let's have a look. It's very flat here. You've got the zip detail, side pockets, what's not to love. As you can see here, this does fit very flat around the stomach area, but then, it then just draws out. So you get that exceptionally flattering fit to the leg. Around the back, you've got some elasticated detail here, just some faux pockets here. You've got belt loops as well. These are, quite honestly, a stunning pair of trousers. They're exceptionally flattering. And honestly, these came really nicely packaged. I popped them on a hanger and there were no creases at all. So if you're traveling, if you're going on holiday, these are a great holiday pant as well. Because they just go with many things going forward. Not just, at home. This can be a great holiday item in your wardrobe. Okay, this is the final piece. And I did debate whether or not to share this with you because I did buy this a couple of weeks ago and it has gone off the site. But I am sharing it to you because there are newer versions coming through for spring summer on Marks as well. Now this is a navy jacket that I've picked up. It is in a small and it was £89 and it's a midnight navy, but it's in a double-faced wool fabric. So that means it's not lined. So let's just have a look at some detail here. The double-faced wool, if you've seen my channel before, you'll know I really like it because it adds warmth without bulk. And you can see here how the double-faced wool nature of the jacket makes it so simple. So you've got this lovely broad Peter Pan style collar, buttons down here, nice pockets here, drop shoulder, but again you've got that, this is a shaped sleeve, so you've got volume here. But then around the back it's just plain. It adds a bit of swing and volume. Now, sadly I can't link to this particular one, but I did want to show it to you for a reason because I did get it with that in mind. So I will link to one that is very similar because I think a navy jacket like this in your wardrobe can be such a great item to style with many pieces. Okay, that's the end of the video. I shall come next where I'll show you some different style ideas from the pieces I've shared with you, but also picking up some of the trends that I've been talking about as well. And that won't be a one-off because I like to do this twice a year because for me it's about giving that refresh, which is what I said in the beginning. So I'll be coming back and referring to the trends as we go forward. Let me know if one of them is a hero for you, one of these pieces. Tough, because as always, Marks really do design things very well and they do pick up on those trends that I said earlier very, very quickly. So let me know if one of them is a hero for you. Tough call. So we'll go forward as well with trends going forward to 2025 as well. Let's go into the mashup and I'll see you in the next one, everyone. Cheerio. Bye bye.